Hello, everybody. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. It's another Sunday, another opportunity to learn, to grow, and become a better person. We are here again to learn, to grow, and become better people. We are continuing our conversation with Taban. And as usual, I want to start by greeting you. I want you to tell me where you're joining us from. I want us to have a brilliant conversation. I'm so excited about what we do with Tabang. And today is, of course, very interesting because, as usual, we're going to build something. And we're going to make it practical. We're going to make it accessible. And I hope you are there to join us and benefit from this session. Call your neighbors, call your friends. Chazi is online. Chazi, good to see you all the way from Norway. Good to see you. If you're online, tell us where you're joining us from so that we can welcome you properly. I'm in Joburg today. I am in Johannesburg, and it is nice and cloudy. And it's good to see you. So I can see more people joining in. Tell us where you're joining us from so that we can welcome you. I'm hoping that my friends from Namibia, from Zambia, from Botswana, from Nigeria, from Dublin are joining us today. And of course, yesterday I was talking to a group of students in China and elsewhere in Asia, in the Caribbean, and I'm hoping that they join us today. I know that the time is awkward for them, but I'm hoping that some of them can join us. Tell us where you're joining us from so that we can welcome you properly. This is a good year, guys. I don't know how the year is starting for you. The year is starting good. So next week I'll talk to you about is something else that I'm starting on AI in academia, and I want us to talk about how we can use AI in academia, but we are going to have it as a separate session during the week and talk to people who's masters and doctoral students and professors and universities about AI. There's collaborators that I'm working with, but we will explain properly next week. I hope next week we can explain, and so that we can launch the sessions that will be during the week, and so that those who are in academia can join. The sessions on Sundays will go on, and the sessions on Sundays are for everybody. They are about democratizing AI. The session during the week will be about us using AI in academia in a way that benefits not just the individual or the university, but in fact the academy. So I don't know if you are following also news, AI news. There's lots of news going on, and I posted a story on my WhatsApp channel about a company that did very, very well, and then sort of ended up Jack Dorsey. They laid off half of the company because they using AI. They replaced them 4,000 employees with AI. They laid off 4,000 employees and replaced them with AI. And I know that once we say that, people say, well, you see, AI is taking jobs. No, if you are not using AI to build something, then you will be replaced by AI or someone who's using AI to build something. And that's why these sessions are important. Okay, these sessions are important. This company laid off 4,000 staff members, and still the stock price went up. And so it's important that we start learning how to build with AI rather than fighting it. Okay, that's what we're doing on this session. Rather than fighting AI, we're learning how to build with it. Okay, tell us where you're joining us from. I've already welcomed Twazi, who came into the room first. Let me see who else is there, and then we can welcome you. Um, All right, so let me go there. Tebogo Mabusela from Limpopo. Tebogo, welcome. Good to see you. Always good to see you. And Marika from Josie. Marika, welcome. Mapule, good afternoon from Cape Town. Mapule, welcome. Queen Vivian, welcome, Queen Vivian. Please, as I'm welcoming people, I also want to know who of you started setting up an AI agent. Did you create an AI agent? Because last week was the second week that we were talking about AI agent. I set up an AI agent, and I can tell you what my AI agent does. Okay, and maybe I suspect that Swazi might be impressed with my AI agent because I set up an AI agent that can be my research assistant. So I asked my AI agent to on a monthly basis to find recently published peer-reviewed articles on teaching and learning mathematics in multilingual classrooms. And I said from school to higher education. And I told it to prioritize journals, particular journals. And I wrote which journals are those that I wanted it to prioritize. But I didn't only stop there. Of course, I wanted it to do academic journals. And then I said, and other closely related multilingual, multicultural mathematics education journals. Then I said it must list for me 10 to 20 of the most relevant new articles with full citation. And for each article, it must provide me with 150, 200 word synopsis focusing on specific things. And it gave me the first tranche, right? So I don't know if you set up an agent since we started talking last week. So let me know if you set up an agent and what are you finding. I'm excited about my agent. So Twazi, you can have your agent, your research assistant collecting the new papers for you so that you don't miss anything. And Manini Sokela is joining us from Reimsach in Johannesburg. Welcome, Manini. And Mapule Mdleche joining us. Welcome, Mapule. You were there last week, I remember. TD is joining us from Harangua. Mkaya Homi from Harangua is joining us. And Masabata is joining us from Bloemfontein. And looking forward to being empowered. Ngedisan from is joining us from Nadisa is joining us from Kempton Park. Welcome. And Nadisa and Dudu Sonkos is joining us from Soshanguve, an educator from Mapenane. Yes, he's a homie as well. Okay, so now let's get on with the session today. Today, what we're doing, we have set up, we are setting up an agent that will work as an agent that will be a coach for you. I'm working again with the amazing Tabana. Okay, Tabang is absolutely amazing. Of course, he's sharing this information free of charge, but he's got a platform. I keep saying, follow him on LinkedIn. If you're on LinkedIn, you'll see that I always tag him. Follow Tabang and see what he's doing. It's always good to learn from the best. Drop him a DM if you want to make suggestions, or if you want to donate your tokens, or you want to help him with getting more tokens so that he can teach us more things during these sessions. Just go to LinkedIn, the post that I have for this session, and see. I have tagged Tabang, and then just go and follow Tabang. You'll see that the link to his platform is there. Today, I'm going to ask him when we start talking about his platform so that we know what the platform is. Mapule Mdleche is joining with Zikimi Mdleche from Peter Maritzburg. I remember you, Mapule, you always join with your daughter, which is amazing. Wanderlust is joining us from Northern Cape, Hamsberg. Litha is joining us. Litha, I don't know, are you in CUT in Bloemfontein perhaps? And Gabriel is joining us from Lusaka. Gabriel, welcome. I already welcome people from Lusaka, Zambia, from Namibia, Walvis Bay, Sokopmund, Ventuk, and people from Botswana, Baisaho University, Boitekanelo, University of Botswana, and everyone else, Botswana Baitu, joining us from Botswana. Sibusiso is joining us from the UK. Let me call in Tabang. There's a lot to learn today from Tabang, so I'm just gonna send him a WhatsApp so that he can join us. Okay, my network is challenged today. Lerata has just sent me a message. So are you struggling with my network today? Um, I'm hoping not. Yo, it's cloudy today. I'm not sure whether it's the weather or something. Um, and if I go to my 3G, it's gonna be worse because my 3G is not very stable in this place. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm gonna have to continue, Lerato. Thank you very much for letting me know. We're struggling a little bit with Tabang, but we thought it's Tabang's network because Tabang just moved into a new place. So we thought it's Tabang because I'm in my apartment in Johannesburg and usually it is okay. Teboho, can you tell me if my um, network is working well? Queen Vivi, thank you for reporting back that you started with your AI agent. Um, let's see, Tabang is here. People who are struggling with hearing or perhaps whatever, just tell us so that we know. I don't even know what I'm gonna do today if you're struggling with the network. I hope it is not too bad. Tabang, welcome.
Um, Once more, how are you? Hello, Prof. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Someone just sent me a message to say my network is a little bit challenged. So I was just trying to see if everyone is struggling. I can see when I look at my phone, it keeps freezing. And I'm just thinking when we did the sound check, we thought it's your network. Until maybe it was my network.
Yeah, it is.
So anyway, Tabang, we always talk about your platform, and I say to people to check out your platform, and then we don't post the link and whatever. Can you tell us a little bit about your platform as we start?
Sure. Yeah. So yeah, my platform is basically just a platform where I teach about AI tech, basically. So the thing is like is to take all this complicated thing and then try to communicate them in a very effective way so that people can use them, can understand them. That's what my platform is about. So if you want to learn about data science, AI, machine learning, tech, agents, that's the platform that's the content we're sharing in that particular platform.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. And I mean, it's important to say you are teaching there for free.
For
People,
free. Yeah.
yeah, people don't realize it's free now. It might not be free next year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes. So,
it's
like
free
while
now.
it's still free, I think everyone has an opportunity to listen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. So Tabang, let's get on with the lesson today. Today you are taking us through. I mean, we thought. Let me just explain. We thought to people that we'll teach them how to connect to WhatsApp and whatever, but we thought we haven't done enough on the agents. And whilst we talk to people about applying for a job, actually we just mentioned in passing that people can also look for courses and training and whatever. But when we talked and we thought, well, people can actually have a career coach, someone who looks at their CV and then suggests courses that they can do and even tell them where they can do those courses depending on their budget. And if they don't have money, they can even look for free courses for them that they can do online to upskill themselves. And that's what we're doing today. I think we agreed that that's more important than just showing you how to get the messages on WhatsApp, your AI agent talking to you on WhatsApp, which we can do another time, but it's more technically involved. So let's do this. It's more accessible and we can finish it in 1 hour.
yes. Yes, Prof. Thanks for that. So I think for today it's more of I myself in the field of like AI, right? I get overwhelmed because there's a lot of things coming out. There's a lot of upskilling that needs to happen. So today we're trying to say, okay, now we want to use these agents to build a coach, an AI coach that it looks at our current skills, our current constraints, and from there tries to recommend actual courses that we can find online, right? That are credible and that will help us upskill ourselves. So that's what today we're building. So we're just building an agent that's gonna help us upskill our skills. That's okay, I'm gonna share my screen and I just walk you through a practical example. Um, can you see my screen?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So here we have a CV, right? For Tabang Kumet.
Mm.
Um,
We should explain to people that this is a fictional CV.
yeah,
Yeah.
yes, we just made it up to yes.
And we made it in such a way that the position of many young people is this one, where people have not been able to finish their degrees, and they don't have a degree, or maybe they only had matric, but yet they want something to do and they don't have the funds.
Yes, yes, yeah, yeah. So like, yeah. So this is just as part of a set. It's we just made up this Tawang Kumeta, right? This CV. So it's basically to say like this, with Tawang who went to vets, they did first year, but they didn't finish. They were doing a BSc general at vets, right? Maybe like let's say 2012, and they didn't complete first year, so they had to drop out. And from there, maybe they have been unemployed, and then they had maybe they will also be working as a the only experience they have maybe it's working as a general work, right? Like there and there. And then from there, what you want is Taiwan doesn't like Taiwan wants to like they still want to get employed currently with what's happening with AI and all this, but they don't know where to start, right? So now they are building an AI. They want to build a coach. Like basically, you just want to. They don't have money to pay a coach. Say, coach, what courses or what programs or what tools should I learn? Like what? But they have access to the internet and they have access to ChatGPT. So now today we're gonna be building ourselves in an AI coach that will look at our CV and from there try to go online, find courses for us that we can do and enroll those courses and actually go in and enroll for us those courses. And then the only thing that's left for Tawang is to just do the actual course. Basically, that's it. That's what we do. So yeah, this is the CV, and then yeah, we're still using a GPT, right? So we haven't still using a GPT mode. So I'm still gonna walk you through for those who are new as well. So a new chat, right? And then we here we come and activate an agent mode. So like last time as we mentioned, so an agent mode basically it's you are telling ChatGPT now you're an agent, you can do things, right? That's what this agent mode is. So now we want to build an agent, as we said, an AI coach agent. That's what we were trying to build. So from what this agent needs, it needs our CV. Who are we? Right? That's the first, like, who are you? Where are you in your level? Right? Or for we to actually recommend courses and programs for you. And from there, we also need to tell it exactly what it's supposed to do. What do you want, right, from this coach? What do you want to get? So like, so this is the prompt we've built. The prompt is basically just a list of instructions, right? You want your AI coach to help you with how does AI coach work for you. So I think I'm just gonna go through so that what's called the basics of designing a prompt. So a prompt always it needs to play a role. So in this case, we're telling it you are an AI career skills strategist with web searching capabilities. That's the right. And we need to also give it a goal. What it must do. Right. So here its mission is to look at my CV and from there recommend the top three what do you call programs or skills that or certificates that are free, right? That's the most important. Like so, like that's my constraint. That they're free. I don't have maybe I don't have money to pay for that,
Yeah.
right? But they must be. They must be applicable within the South African job market. They must be recognized, and they must have like a high employability signal. So if I do all those these courses, like they must be relevant to South Africa. If someone employs me, they recognize the certificates. They're not just random certificates. Like they're recognized. Like by any in places where I want to work, right? So and then I think then from there we just tell it to what to look for. Because if you don't tell it, as you said, it's gonna look for
Everywhere.
everywhere. And then this is important because if you don't, there are tokens or credits, like. So if it just goes and looks for a long time, those tokens are getting finished, and you're paying money for it, right? So you want to make sure you limit the area or the scope of the things that it's supposed to look at, so that it's faster. Say, you save on your tokens, you can build other AI agents, right?
Yeah.
So here we're just telling it like only look at the top 10 searches. Prioritize Indeed, PNet, Career, LinkedIn, jobs. That's what it's prioritizing. That's what it's looking for. All these opportunities, right? And so and how and then so now we're saying the skill shortage, right? So it must also go on Department of Education and government jobs to find what actually where's the gap, right? That's what you want, right? You want it to recommend courses that will fill the gap that's available in the job market. That's what we're saying, right? And then those skills they are actually in high demand and recognized by companies like banks and telecoms, wherever you want to work with. That's what it, right? And so the first step so now after we've given it the role, we've given it the constraints, and we've given it uh, where to look for, right? Now we're telling it the steps what it needs to do. So basically it needs to take my CV, get the technical skills, supporting skills, leadership skills, tools and frameworks, and domain. What domain am I in? Am I a student who just dropped out? Am I someone who recently worked? So that's what you want. You want it to get context from your CV, and from there, using the information from your CV, then try to find certificates, roles, and opportunities. And then from there, it must only give you only three, like three top. Not You don't want it to give it all, just three of the best, and they must be free. They must like the brand must be strong. It must be something that is known. Like is it like AWS, could be Google, Kaggle, Coursera, like something like credible. And you want to also align, like you say, okay, these courses I want to I want to do them in a period of 3 months, right? That's and the output what do you want? You want it to give you the certificate. Who's issuing the certificate? How much is it? Um, and how long will it take you? Um, and then is it necessary? Like you don't like is there like give me evidence of like is this skill really in demand in South Africa? You don't want it just to give you skills. And then yeah, like in which roles does this skill, like if you have that particular skill, where does it like where does it fill in? Are you gonna be software engineer? Are you gonna be a data analyst? That's what you basically want. And then the impact level. And then this impact level, right? The interesting thing, it's gonna get it from the states. There's a demand in South Africa. Like we are missing 10% of doctors, 10% of software engineers. So that's what. So then from there, you want to justify why, based on what you gave it, you must do this course. Like what made it to say do this particular program or do this particular upskilling based on your CV. It's gonna so you do why you want this, because you also want to understand its reasoning why it got there. You don't want just to do things without any reasoning, right? Because the most important thing is, as much as this agent, they can also hallucinate. They can also make up stuff that don't exist. So you want to avoid those scenarios. Like that's the most that without this, you will just be doing some courses, and then you don't even add any value to your life. So this is our prompt, right? Um, um, I'm just gonna we just and then this prompt, guys, like it's not like I made it top of my head. No, I'm using AI to generate this prompt. So basically, ask ChatGPT, I'm like, give me a prompt that will help me build an AI coach to find relevant skills programs based on my CV, and then I'm getting this from the AI, from the agent, from the AI, from ChatGPT. Simple, right? So now go back to where we're building our agent. Then this is I'm just gonna remove some more information, but yeah. So here's our prompt. So giving it this prompt, and from there, this agent now with this we are building ourselves an AI coach, right, to find us opportunities. And then don't forget agent mode, very important.
Yeah.
And Once you kick it off, then obviously it's gonna say you okay. It's gonna ask you like if you okay now I've connected it to my Gmail, so it's gonna ask you if you want the privacies and all of that. I'm just gonna turn this off for now. So okay, I'm just gonna put the prompt and then okay, I'm just teaching my resume and then from there now it's going to as a, like a so yeah well, it's going to spin up open a computer remotely somewhere else and from there do all the like, basically what you just instructed. Right? That's right.
So basically, it's now doing the running for you, looking for the courses.
Yes, it's going online and looking for those courses based on that prompt that we just described. So it's just trying to find, okay, just firstly took my CV, try to understand, okay, this is the person, they dropped out of maybe advanced, they did BSc general, now they're general worker.
I mean, interestingly, it's also looking for the job market in South Africa. It's trying to understand that.
Yes,
The,
yes.
the
So,
top in demand jobs in 2026 in South Africa.
26. Yes. So and we didn't tell it that, right? So it's going to now it's going to take your CV and it's looking what's in demand, and from there it's gonna try to align those two to
Yeah.
find okay, you know, for you to move from here where you are to this point, then this is what you need. These are the things you need, right? That's what it's doing. So like, and this agent, like as I said, like it's this could be for now. Obviously, for just for this example, we're just doing it here. But you can automate this. Like you can, as I said, you can always schedule it as a. You can schedule this, and then it sends you emails.
I mean, the
Say, here's a
beauty
course.
of doing this with an agent is that you don't have to just do a course simply because it's free, but you do a course that is relevant, that can get you from here to there,
Yes.
to a situation where you get into a sought after job market.
Yes. Yes. Basically, uh, that's the advantage. And also, like I mean, in the prompt, you can also extend it to say once you find those courses, just enroll them for me and send me the details on my email. And it can do that. And you don't the only thing you're gonna do is just do the actual do the actual coursework. That's it. You know, that's um
Nice, and it's free, and the courses are free.
yes, and the courses are free. But if you want paid ones, you can also specify in your prompt to say my budget is I have maybe 3,000 rands or 2,000 rand, 1,000 rands, and it can actually find you like programs, courses that you can do that you can pay for, right? If you want, right? So that's the advantage here. And this as well, like if you're an entrepreneur, I always like to think about like as an entrepreneur, like you can build this thing for, as I said, for your community. You know?
Yes.
I think when we get to a point where we can when we're building the WhatsApp, you will see like you can build this as some app, some application where people just upload their CVs and it finds courses that are or programs or anything that will basically help someone upskill, you know, like to be relevant to the job market. You know, that's currently that's so it's okay. Still searching.
Tawang, while he's searching, tell us about the scandal at Alibaba with the agent who went rogue.
Oh yes, that's a so Alibaba, like one of the biggest companies, right? Leading company, also in AI in China. So what they did is like they built an agent, like using Quinn. They have their own LLM called Quinn. So they built an agent, and that agent was supposed. They gave it a budget. Like they gave it access to credit cards, and it was supposed to buy things online, and then it just went yeah, like it just went. I think it just went a bit low because it just yeah, it was just buying almost everything that's available on Alibaba, making so many transactions in a short period of time, right? So and the issue is now like you have a lot of people, a lot of those people who deliver, coming at one place at one time to pick up things from the stores.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think the issue there, the biggest issue there it was because, as I said, like if you don't have constraints on your prompt, it can cost you. But now in this case, it cost Alibaba actual money.
Yeah.
Like money, not just like now it's a mistake. No, like money was taken out of the account and it's spent, right? Because they probably didn't give it the proper right of constraints of how to spend the money, if there's a limit or not. So for it, it's just spending. The goal is to spend, and it's gonna spend all the money.
But it was spending Alibaba's money, and it's their agent, so they caused the problem.
Yes, they caused the problem.
All right, now we've got the free certification, the recommendations. There we go.
Yes, yes. So okay, so I think yeah. So it's saying so based on my based on the CV that we provided. So it's saying some of the technical skills that I have is Microsoft. Supporting skills, soft skills I have is communication, time management, problem solving, and some analytical skills. So like these are the information it got from my CV, right? And then it knows that okay, so now it's able to pick up from my resume that okay, I was the first year I was doing these are the studies I was doing, and currently this I'm doing some like a general work, volunteering work there and there, right? And then these are some of the courses. Yeah, I'm just skipping all this, but this is the analysis. So it's telling you where it got the information. You can also verify yourself if you really want to go. So it's telling you like how I got to this. That's what it's telling, right? So that's what we asked it to say, like tell me how you get to this. Why is it relevant to me? So and it's providing you that evidence. So yeah, in this case, some of the courses it's recommending says um, this is a Microsoft AI Skill Initiative, AI Business Professional, or Azure Fundamentals, right? So this is one certificate. It's free. It's offered by Microsoft, which is very credible, right? Another one is Google Digital Skill for Africa, Fundamentals for Digital Marketing. Which is also like a free skill as well. I mean, it's a free qualification and a free certificate. So these are okay. This is just one example. So it says another one is like Cisco Networking Academy and National Youth Developmental, I think, Foundation for cyber security, right? Cyber security is one of the biggest demand in South Africa. If you can, because South Africa is very digital, like compared to a lot of countries. So yeah, so like these are the top three what do you call skills recommended